Did you know that Joseph could have actually said, wow, my gift is to interpret dreams, and so he goes on to create Joseph International Dreams Interpretation, and he'll probably have interpreted the dreams of so many great kings and queens and amassed a fortune, and maybe gone down in history as the greatest dream interpreter of all time. But that's not what Joseph did. Interpreting dreams was his gift, but that was not his purpose. So in this video, we're going to be talking about what purpose is not. Because today, people are so busy running after different sort of things, and they say they are running or pursuing purpose. At the end of this video, you're going to be able to differentiate your purpose from your gift, from your passion, and particularly from your ambitions. So make sure you watch till the end. Did you know that David too could have gone on to create David International Special Forces, which specialize in slaying giants that threaten your territory? And so he offers his services to many kings. And guess what? He has a portfolio. I've slayed down a lion with a sling, I've slayed down a bear, and I've even slayed down a mighty Goliath from the Philistines. And then he goes to testimonials, and there is Saul testifying, wow, after using David International Giant Slaying Services, there was this giant that was a trouble to us, and now he's gone. We are at peace. But no, David didn't do that. The art of war, or being very good at a sling, was his gift. But that was not his purpose. And so he was smart enough not to go around building around the gift and thinking that he's pursuing purpose. The problem today we have is that when people find that they have a particular gift, they draw a conclusion that that is their purpose. So I can speak. So my purpose is to be a public speaker. I am good at maths or biology. So my purpose is to be a mathematician or a doctor. There is no such thing as my purpose is to be a footballer or a singer. Those things are what they call them, professions. That's not purpose. It's not because you have a good desire or passion for hiking or road running or cycling that makes it your purpose. That is a passion. You have to be able to differentiate that. So my question to you in this video is, have you built your life around a gift and telling yourself it is your purpose? Think about your mobile device. It has so many gifts in it. For example, it can serve as a torch. It can produce light to use as a torchlight. So if you think, okay, this mobile phone has a gift of a light or to touch, then its purpose should probably be touching. And then you drop the phone into a century, say 1700s, where they don't even know what a mobile phone is. And someone picks it, and while manipulating it, he discovers he has a touch. And so he concludes, because it has a touchlight, it is for touching. And so he creates an enterprise around the mobile device's ability to touch. And people pay for the services. He might earn up big and have a great income from touching with a mobile phone, but it's falling very, very short of what the manufacturer intended for it. So do you know your purpose, or you have concluded and settled around a gift that the manufacturer gave you? The reason why this happens today is because we think we can discover and pursue purpose outside of the manufacturer. So we can't know purpose out of Jesus, out of God. The pursuit of purpose is the pursuit of God. Because the pursuit of what the manufacturer intended for a product is actually the pursuit of the manufacturer's mind. That's why when you see great men in scriptures, they pray that God will reveal his mind to them. The Apostle Paul keeps praying that I may know him. So your purpose is in God. And the reason for this is the third point: purpose is hidden. Purpose is hidden. Imagine God wrote everyone's purpose on their forehead when they were born. So you think about it. A baby is born, and right there on his head is written, this baby was intended to bring down this corrupt system in the world and deliver the people from this type of oppression. And then imagine is the oppressor that delivers that baby and holds that child in his hand or in her hand and sees that message of what the baby's purpose is for. You of course know what's going to happen. The baby is not going to survive. Just think about it. go back in time to Herod's time, and Herod just hears of a prophecy that a baby is born to take his place, and he goes slaying every child under 2 years. How much more if children were automatically born with your purposes on them? So purpose is hidden, and as we can already see, the first reason for that is to protect you and me. So one thing God did is that your purpose is hidden in Him. He alone knows why He made you and the full extent to what He wants you to do with your life on earth. And so He reveals His plans and His purposes to you per time. And that's why it goes without saying that you need to remain in fellowship with Him so that you receive new instructions per time on what you should be doing with your life. That's why Jesus said He is the vine and we are the branches. So the only way it's possible for you to bear fruit is that you abide in the vine. All through scriptures, you realize that purpose is never known fully by the person who is intended to fulfill that purpose. Look at Moses. God tells him, take these people out of oppression and take them to the land of promise. Okay, that sounds like a full purpose plan, and you can wake up and say, okay, God, I don't need you again. I know what I should be doing with my life, and so I'm pursuing purpose. And then boom, you find yourself in front of the Red Sea and you're like, maybe this was not my purpose. Why did God bring me to the Red Sea? He said He's taking me to the promised land, and what am I doing here? You see? So when Moses gets there, then he needs to receive the next instructions. And this will surprise you. Even Jesus, God Himself in the flesh, did not know the full extent of His purpose on earth until when it was time. Think about that. You may not realize it, but Jesus knew He's coming to die to save the world. That's the big plan. He knew that. The Bible says He was slain before the foundations of the world. But the details of the plan, what it entails exactly, was not known to Him. And the proof is that on the night before He was crucified, we see Him doing something in the garden. He is praying and weeping and asking God if there is a possibility to take this cup from Him. Let God do it. Now think about it. Why wait 33.5 years before you tell God, this thing looks a lot harder than I thought it would be, if you knew exactly how it was going to be from the beginning? And just the moment you see Him agonizing, and even that His sweat drops like blood, you realize that if He had known the full extent from the beginning, all through His life, 33 years, He would have been having nightmares every day, because it wasn't just about death. It was about being separated from God. It was about becoming sin. It was about becoming rejected by God. And so He's on the cross, and before He dies, He's telling God, my Father, why have you abandoned me? So why ask that question if you knew from the beginning that all of this entailed you to be abandoned? So if you say you are pursuing your purpose without the mind of God, without knowing exactly what God is telling you, without a relationship with Him, then what are you pursuing? So today I want to encourage you and challenge you. Don't abort your purpose. Don't short circuit your potentials by building your life around a gift that you possess or a talent or skill that you have acquired. You must know what the manufacturer's mind is about your life before you can say you are pursuing your purpose. Because what you'll be saying is, I am pursuing the manufacturer. I am pursuing God. I am pursuing Jesus. I am pursuing the Creator's purpose. That's our time in this video. I believe you were inspired by it. Then give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to this channel for more great content like this. Remember to take responsibility on what you learned today. This video is proudly sponsored by our patrons. You too can support this channel by visiting our Patreon page. The link is in the video description below. I want to say a big thank you to all our patrons out there. I am Djoumessi from Wisdom for Dominion. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.